begin, be bold, and venture to be wise. Rule your mind or it will rule you. If any man cannot feel the power of God when he looks upon the stars, then I doubt whether he is capable of any feeling at all. They change their sky, not their soul, who rush across the sea. Live as brave men, and if fortune is adverse, front its blows with brave hearts. He who is greedy is always in want. He who has begun is half done, dare to know. Adversity has the effect of eliciting talents which, in prosperous circumstances, would have lain dormant. Anger is a brief madness. Wisdom is not wisdom when it is derived from books alone. A picture is a poem without words. In love there are two evils, war and peace. Whatever advice you give, be brief. Once a word has been allowed to escape, it cannot be recalled. He will always be a slave who does not know how to live upon a little. He who feared that he would not succeed sat still. Without love and laughter there is no joy, live amid love and laughter. Cease to ask what the morrow will bring forth, and set down as gain each day that fortune grants. Mingle a little folly with your wisdom, a little nonsense now and then is pleasant. He who has begun has half done. Dare to be wise, begin. We are just statistics, born to consume resources. Life is largely a matter of expectation. The greatest lesson in life is to know that even fools are right sometimes. You traverse the world in search of happiness, which is within the reach of every man. A contented mind confers it on all. Adversity reveals genius, prosperity conceals it. It is your concern when your neighbor's wall is on fire. Fortune makes a fool of those she favors too much. Undeservedly you will atone for the sins of your fathers. No poems can please for long or live that are written by water drinkers. No poems can please for long or live that are written by water drinkers. Always keep your composure. You can't score from the penalty box, and to win, you have to score. Knowledge without education is but armed injustice. It is when I struggle to be brief that I become obscure. Mountains will go into labor, and a silly little mouse will be born. The one who cannot restrain their anger will wish undone what their temper and irritation prompted them to do. A heart well prepared for adversity in bad times hopes, and in good times fears for a change in fortune. Sad people dislike the happy, and the happy the sad, the quick thinking the sedate, and the careless the busy and industrious. The one who cannot restrain their anger will wish undone what their temper and irritation prompted them to do. The envious man grows lean at the success of his neighbor. Whoever cultivates the golden mean avoids both the poverty of a hovel and the envy of a palace. Why harass with eternal purposes a mind too weak to grasp them? If you would have me weep, you must first of all feel grief yourself. It is of no consequence of what parents a man is born, as long as he be a man of merit. Suffering is but another name for the teaching of experience, which is the parent of instruction and the schoolmaster of life. Usually the modest person passes for someone reserved, the silent for a sullen person. He is armed without who is innocent within, be this thy screen, and this thy wall of brass. This is a fault common to all singers, that among their friends they will never sing when they are asked, unasked, they will never desist. Avoid inquisitive persons, for they are sure to be gossips. Their ears are open to hear, but they will not keep what is entrusted to them. A shoe that is too large is apt to trip one, and when too small, to pinch the feet. So it is with those whose fortune does not suit them. Refrain from asking what's going to happen tomorrow, and every day that fortune grants you, count as gain. A good and faithful judge ever prefers the honorable to the expedient. Choose a subject equal to your abilities, think carefully what your shoulders may refuse, and what they are capable of bearing. One wanders to the left, another to the right. Both are equally in error, but are seduced by different delusions. The power of daring anything their fancy suggest has always been conceded to the painter and the poet. If a man's fortune does not fit him, it is like the shoe in the story: if too large it trips him up, if too small it pinches him. He gains everyone's approval who mixes the pleasant with the useful. No verse can give pleasure for long, nor last, that is written by drinkers of water. Words will not fail when the matter is well considered. Clogged with yesterday's excess, the body drags the mind down with it. Money is a handmaiden, if thou knowest how to use it, a mistress, if thou knowest not.